Please, come closer to the screen. I need to see you. I need to know that there is someone on the other side of this glass who is actually listening. My name is Robert. I am 102 years old. I want you to let that number settle in the room with you. 102. I was born in 1924. I was walking this earth before television, before the atom bomb, before the internet, before commercial airlines flew across oceans. I have lived through a century of noise, a century of progress, and a century of mistakes. I am an old man. I am a relic. I am the last leaf clinging to the tree of my generation. All my friends are gone. My wife is gone. The world I was born into has been paved over and built upon 3 times. And I am looking at you. I see you. You are 45, 50, maybe 60. You think you are old. You look in the mirror in the morning and you see the gray hair at your temples. You feel the ache in your lower back when you get out of bed. You worry about your blood pressure. You feel the weight of time pressing down on you, and you panic. You think you are running out of time. To me, you are a child, you are an infant, you are just waking up. But I see the look in your eyes. I know that look because I wore it for 40 years. It is the look of a person who is drowning in obligation. You are tired. You are carrying the mortgage, the tuition, the retirement planning, the aging parents, the demanding boss. You are running a race that has no finish line. And you are terrified that if you stop for even 1 second, everything you have built will collapse. I am here to tell you something that took me a century to understand. You are trading your life for a future that does not exist. I want to tell you a story. It is not a story about war or history. It is a story about a Tuesday in 1968. I was 44 years old. I was a regional manager for a manufacturing firm. I was important. At least I thought I was. I had a corner office. I had a secretary. I had a mortgage on a beautiful house in the suburbs. I remember sitting at my desk that Tuesday. It was raining. I was staring at a stack of invoices that needed to be approved. My chest felt tight. I had an ulcer that woke me up every night at 3 in the morning. I was worried about a promotion that I was up for. I was convinced, absolutely convinced, that if I did not get that promotion, my life was a failure. I missed dinner that night. Again. I called my wife, Sarah, and I told her I had to work late. I told her I was doing it for her. I told her I was doing it for the kids. I told her that once I got the promotion, once I made the next tier of salary, then we would relax. Then we would take that trip to Italy. Then I would be present. I lead. I didn't lie on purpose. I believed it. I believed that life was something that happened after the work was done. I treated my life like a waiting room. I was just biding my time, suffering through the stress, waiting for the golden moment when I would finally be enough. Well, I got the promotion, and then I wanted the next one, and then I wanted the bigger house, and then I worried about the stock market crash in the 70s, and then I worried about my pension. I spent the prime of my life, the years that you are living right now, living in a state of suspended animation. I was physically present, but mentally, I was always 5 years in the future. And now? Now I am 102, and I can tell you the truth about that Tuesday in 1968. That company I worked for, It went bankrupt 20 years ago. The building where I stressed over those invoices, it was torn down to build a parking lot. That boss I was so afraid of, he died of a stroke a long time ago, and nobody mentions his name. The emergency that kept me at the office that night, I cannot even remember what it was. It was all dust. It was all smoke. But do you know what wasn't smoke? Sarah, my wife, Sarah. She has been gone for 32 years. 32 years of silence in this house. When I look back at my life, I don't remember the meetings. I don't remember the bonuses. I don't remember the victories at the office. I remember the back of Sarah's head as she sat in the garden, waiting for me to come outside. I remember the way she would look at me across the dinner table, trying to catch my eye, but I was too busy looking at my watch. I was a good provider. That is what we men told ourselves back then. If we paid the bills, if we bought the cars, if we funded the college accounts, we were good men. We thought love was a transaction. We thought we could buy our family's happiness with our absence. I was a violently generous provider. I gave them everything, everything except myself. I have a daughter. She is 72 years old now. She lives in a nursing home in Arizona. We talk on the phone sometimes. She is polite. She calls me Dad, but we are strangers. When she was 10, she wanted to show me her drawings. I told her, "Not now, honey. Daddy is tired. Daddy has to worry about the bills." When she was 16, she wanted to talk to me about a boy who broke her heart. I told her, "You'll get over it. Focus on your grades." I bought her the car. I paid for the wedding. I did everything a father is supposed to do on paper, but I missed her. I missed the magic of knowing who she actually was. And now, she is an old woman, and I am an ancient man, and we have run out of time to fix it. You have not run out of time. Not yet. I see you sitting there. Maybe you are in your office. Maybe you are in your car. Maybe you are hiding in the bathroom just to get 5 minutes of peace. You have a spouse waiting for you. You have children who are growing up so fast it is terrifying. You have parents who are getting frail. And you are telling yourself, "I'll spend time with them when things settle down. I'll call my mother when this project is over. I'll take Sarah on a date when we pay off the car." Listen to me. Things never settle down. Life is a conveyor belt of problems. You solve one, and another one appears. If you are waiting for the problems to stop before you allow yourself to be happy, you will wait until you are in the coffin. I had a friend named Arthur. We grew up together. Arthur was ambitious, more ambitious than me. He wanted to be a CEO. He wanted to be rich. He sacrificed everything for it. He divorced 2 wives. He didn't speak to his son, but he made it. He became a CEO. He retired at 65 with millions of dollars. He bought a yacht. He was going to sail around the world. That was his dream, the someday he had been working for his whole life. 3 months after he retired, he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. He died 6 weeks later. He never stepped foot on that yacht. He spent 45 years grinding himself into dust for a freedom he never got to taste. And then I had a friend named Joe. Joe was a mailman. He walked 10 miles a day. He never made much money. He drove a rusted truck, but Joe knew the secret. Joe didn't wait. On weekends, Joe took his family camping. It didn't cost anything. They slept in a tent, they fished in the creek. Joe laughed. Lord, did that man laugh. He didn't worry about the future. He didn't care what the neighbors thought of his rusted truck. Joe died young. He was 70. But at his funeral, the church was overflowing. People were standing in the street. His children stood up and talked about him like he was a king, because to them he was. He gave them the only currency that matters. He gave them his time. I am 102 years old, and I am telling you that Joe was richer than Arthur. Joe was richer than me. I am sitting here in this chair, and my body is failing me. My eyes are dim. My hands shake. I cannot walk without help. I have to ask someone to bring me a glass of water. You have no idea how wealthy you are. You can stand up. You can walk to the door. You can drive a car. You can taste your coffee. You can hear music. You can feel the sun on your face without your skin hurting. You are a billionaire of health, and you don't even know it because you are too busy looking at your bank account. I would give every penny I have ever owned. I would give my house. I would give my legacy. I would give it all for just one day in your body. Just one day to be 50 again. If I could go back to being 50, do you know what I would do? I would leave the office at 5 o'clock. I would not bring the paperwork home. I would drive home with the windows down and feel the wind. I would walk through the front door, and I would kiss Sarah like I meant it. I would sit on the floor and play with my children until they got bored of me. I would not worry about the opinion of my boss. I would not worry about the Joneses next door. I would realize that I was already free, but I cannot go back. I cannot fix my mistakes. I can only sit here and tell you not to make them. We have a disease in our culture. It is the disease of more. We think that if we just get more money, more status, more control, we will finally be safe. But safety is an illusion. You cannot control the future. You can worry until your hair falls out, but the future will do what it wants. The only thing you have is this moment, right now, the air in your lungs, the beat of your heart. Why are you treating this moment like it is an obstacle? Why are you rushing through your Tuesday to get to your Wednesday? You are rushing toward your death. Stop, slow down. Look at the people around you. Really, look at them. Your partner, the one you are annoyed with because they didn't load the dishwasher correctly. Look at their face. Look at the lines around their eyes. Those lines are the map of the life you have built together. One day, you will sit in a chair like this, and you will give anything to see those lines again. You will give anything to hear them complain about the dishwasher. Your children. The ones who are loud and messy and asking for money. Look at them. They are not interruptions to your life. They are your life. They will be grown and gone in the blink of an eye. Do not miss the show because you were looking at your phone. I want you to rethink your definition of success. Success is not the title on your business card. Success is not the size of your house. Success is going to bed at night with a heart that is at peace. Success is waking up in the morning and being excited just to pour a cup of coffee. Success is knowing that if you died tomorrow, the people you love would know in their bones how much you love them. You still have time to be successful. You are entering the second half of your life. The second half is the most important part. The first half was for learning. The first half was for making mistakes. The second half is for living. Do not bring the baggage of the first half into the second half. Put it down. Put down the need to prove yourself. You have nothing to prove. You are here. You survived. That is enough. Put down the grudges. Life is too short to be angry at your brother for something he said 10 years ago. Call him. Forgive him. Not for him, but for you. Anger is a heavy stone to carry when you are walking toward the end. Put down the fear of not having enough. You will always have enough if you change what you require. If you require a mansion to be happy, you will never be happy. If you require a sunset and a hand to hold, you are rich. I am 102. I am ready to go. I am tired. The world has moved on without me, and that is okay. I have made my peace with the silence. But you are still in the arena. The sun is still shining on you. Do not waste it. Do not let the company take your soul. Do not let the grind steal your memories. Rebel. Rebel by being happy with what you have. Rebel by slowing down when everyone else is speeding up. Rebel by choosing love over profit. Go home tonight and change the atmosphere of your house. Put on some music. Cook a meal. Look your family in the eye. And if you are alone, look yourself in the eye. Forgive yourself for the time you have wasted. It is gone. It does not matter anymore. All that matters is what you do with the time that is left. You have a choice. Right now, in this second, you have a choice. You can turn this video off and go back to the treadmill. You can go back to the worry. You can go back to the waiting. Or you can wake up. You can decide that you are enough. You can decide that your life is happening right now, not 10 years from now. Please, take it from a man who has seen the end of the movie. The plot twist is that there is no pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. The gold is the rainbow. The gold is the walk. Do not wait until you are 102 to realize you were walking on gold the whole time. Take a deep breath with me. Come on. Do it. Inhale. Exhale. That breath, that is a miracle. That is a gift. Now, go use it. Go live before the winter comes. If there is someone you know who is sleepwalking through their life, someone who is trading their precious time for things that do not matter, please share this with them. You might just wake them up, and I want to hear from you. I want to know that I am not talking to the empty air. Tell me in the comments, what is one thing you are going to let go of today so that you can actually live? Subscribe if you want to sit with an old man for a while longer.